Hallelujah. Come and say the Lord is good. Come and say the Lord is good. There is nothing he cannot do. I have seen the Lord is good. I have seen the Lord. I have seen the Lord is good. I have seen the Lord. I have seen the Lord is good. There is nothing he cannot do. I have seen the Lord is good. He gave me victory. He gave me peace of mind. There is nothing he cannot do. I have seen the Lord is good. God bless you all. Good afternoon, everyone. Amen. Hallelujah to the King of Kings and to the Lord of Lords. I'm just here today to just with a question and a message to husband and wife, because there are so many challenges in marriage. Why after divorce or after separation, when they mention the other person's name, you don't want to reconcile, you don't want to go back. It's like a prison. Why marriage look like a prison? Why things are very rough in marriage? There are just simple things that is causing a lot of a problem, which I want to ask and which I want to talk about. Please do share to help others. This message is for husband and wife, and for those who are ready, for who desire to get married, not for fornicators. So my question to husband and wife is that what are you good at? What are you good at? There are people, some people are not good at cooking, some people are not good at washing, some people are not good at cleaning the house or something like that. Why some are good at everything? You must have a place, some place where you are good at as a man. As a woman, you have a place where you are good at. The worst situation of this all is that some people don't even have where they are good at all. It is very terrible when you don't have anything you are good at, any character, anything you know that this is the area what I can do best, and you enter into marriage, there is going to be problem. There is definitely going to be problem. Why is it that when somebody leave you, he begin to sing a song, thank you for saving me, thank you my Lord? When people separate, they begin to sing, thank you for saving me, thank you for helping me out of this marriage. It was like a hell, because most people, when they are into marriage where the other person is not good at anything at all, some people might ask, okay, well, is it that he did not know that that person is not good, or those kind of a thing? I'm telling you, when people are in love, it is very different. It is very different when people are in love for you, because you love this person, because you cherish the person, you want to do everything and all those kind of stuff. And when most people don't realize that, God bless you all, I'm just asking a question to husband and wife, what are you good at? Most people, that when you love someone, you are the good person, you are the one that have the good feed, you are good at everything. Then you never know that the other person does not really so much good at anything. Because you love the person so much, you are just carrying on everything, and you never know that what you are going into, it is going to land you into miserable life, into tears, into frustration. You never know that that person is not going to change. I am going to tell you today, if you are here, you are a couple, you are a husband, you are a wife, or you are ready to be, and you don't have any place you are good at, you need to search yourself. You need to look at yourself and search yourself and know, where am I good at? What are the things that I can do? These are the things that are really causing problem in marriages today, where the Christian and non-Christian people are not good at anything. People don't have any feed at all. You must have a feed. You must know that, okay, I am good at cooking. Especially in Africa, they see marriage as a slave. That when you just marry a woman, that woman become a slave, or some men that become a slave, they're just like missing everything. The Bible says that a man shall leave his father and his mother. Two of them shall become one flesh. And it takes two to tango. Why are people marrying, and at the end of the day they get tangled? At the end of the day, they cannot do things, they cannot raise the children, they cannot help each other. This is a mix up somewhere. Many of us, Many people are not trained very well. Many people are not I don't grow up with a family who know how to train male and female, especially in Africa. They see women as you belong to the kitchen. They don't know that they are training that woman. They see men, oh, you can do whatever you want. You can sag your trouser. You can do whatever you want. They don't know that they are just spoiling that man. It takes only the grace. It's some men that like food, that know how to cook, especially most African people. Most African people, it is some men who love food that don't know how to cook. Some place the men, the father, they will say, no, you are a man, you cannot go to the kitchen. Hey, you, always women go to the kitchen. Always women do the things of the kitchen. Always women take care of the house. And at the end of the day, when that man go out there, his life is going to be miserable. That's why you see many marriages are broken today. Why? Because so many African men, so many Nigerian men, they lack home training. So especially and some ladies too, who just don't know how to do things. I don't even know how can a lady, you just grow up, you say you don't know how to do things at home, you don't know how to cook, that is unbelievable. That means that you are not going to have any good relationship at all, any marriage at all. No man is going to take you, no man is going to respect you at all. I can say I am one of the most I was very tough. I was very tough child among my mother's children. I was very tough. My mother used to say that I am the only one that does not allow him to train me. I disobey a lot. If they say don't come out, I don't just listen. I come out. I do whatever I want. I was very stubborn, but I do this. I cook. We use firewood to cook. You can blow firewood. You can I break firewood. I fry gari. I make I pounded yam. I cook very well. I do everything that I know how to do best. And if I stay with one of my sisters when she give birth, because she have twins, and they just give me to her to go and be taking care of to help her with the children. Then I know how to cook, to do things. The husband was very good cook. He teach me how to cook. And where I was getting angry, because when I finish, if I want to come out to go and meet my friends, I would like to wash plate. I would like to clean the house and everything. Then after I finish, there's nothing left in the house. Then I can stroll out to go and meet my friends. So when I come out, in Africa, see some people, they were like kind of, you are a child, they want to always lock you inside. That is what I don't like. They want to lock me inside. They want to always cage me. I'm like, hey, I don't just want all this kind of cage, because my father was like an old soldier that used to like, hey, no, don't go out there. All my sisters, they were just in cage. When I just grow up, me, nobody, don't tell me. I want to go outside and see what is going on there. So before I go, I make sure that I do the things that I clean the house, so that my sister will not talk, or so that my mother will not talk. So sometimes I do all that in order to have my way out. So when I came out, sometimes when my sister started talking like kind of, hey, where did you go, this kind of thing, then I got angry. So the next day, I am going to stay at home. I will not do anything. I will say, okay, I finished everything. For you to even appreciate me, that okay, you clean the house, you take care of the children, you do everything, you fetch water, you do everything. Then at the end of the day, you are still asking me that, oh, I told you I go and see my friend. You know this friend, but you just want to talk. Then the next day, I will just stay at home. I will not do anything. But as that is how it is for me. So when I started having my children, I have 3 children to the glory of God. I married, and it didn't work out. That's why I'm just giving you some experience that I'm still praying to God, that God is able to make things right, but according to His mercy, because I married while I was in the world. So there must be a place where you are good at. Like me, I am good at I'm good at so many things. Like when I'm having my children, I have them alone. In Africa, you can have children, then they give me as to go and help my sister to take care of her children. And anytime my sister gives birth, she always leaves the children with me. I think that also helped me to take care of my children too. That was what I was telling one sister, that any situation you find yourself, don't think that you're suffering. Just use all your mind, use all your heart to do whatever you need to do for people, so that when your own time comes, you are going to come to that stage, take care of people's children. At the end of the day, when the time comes, you will have the experience already. The reason why many things are happening in marriage, people run away from experience before marriage. They don't have any experience. They don't want to learn. They don't want to do anything. I remember there was a time I had my child. Each time he put on the diapers, there was a lady with me. She ran away. This lady will run away like, oh, because the child poo, she don't want to spare a poo of a child. I'm like, kind of, what? The thing was just so strange to me. Like she like baby, but when they push, she don't want to hear those kind of a thing. And it's not so long, she got pregnant, and at the end of the day, she didn't have the baby or something like that. And there are so many things that do happen like that. Some people don't like children, and then you can't have children when you don't like children. I asked one lady, do you like children? She was so sincere to me, no, before she don't like children, because I've come across a lot of people who don't like the children. They are the type of people that they can clean their home. When I look at people, I know the kind of things that is going on. So these are the type of people that they have to clean home. They will clean everywhere, super clean. It is very good to be clean. It is very good to put things in order at home. But sometimes, especially when you are with having children, they will mess everything up. Throughout last week, I have a terrible headache about 3 to 4 days ago, while my children were on 1 week holiday, and it was a shouting for me, because I'm the type that I always like to put them in order, those kind of a thing. When they are growing to that stage of 6 years, 4 years, all those kind of a thing, they no matter if you finish the house, they will turn it upside down and all those kind of a thing. Then asking them, pick your toys before you can go to bed, trying to make sure that they don't get hot. Yeah, when you're dealing with boys, it's different from girls. Why am I just trying to say this? There are some people that super clean their home, that they will not allow anybody to step into the house. I remember there was one lady who were living together, because she can clean that nobody step into the house. If you want to get something, maybe we used to put something in her fridge, we will stay outside. You cannot come in. No fly will pass there. And such people, they don't have children. God that really give those people children, because they don't have that. They cannot take care of children. Except it takes only for them to calm down and begin to accept people first before you can be able to do that. So my question right now, I'm just trying to give a tip of myself. My question right now to you, husband and wife, why there are quarrel at home? Little things. The Bible said that when you know the right thing to do and you don't do it, it is a sin. When you know the good thing to do and you don't do it, is a sin. How can somebody leave you as a human being? The person will be singing a song of deliverance, will be praising God, thank God for delivering me, thank you for saving me, because you were just like, you were like a hair, you were like a torment to that kind of a person. What is going on? Are you the type that you are you don't have any place you are good at? You cannot cook as a man, you cannot, it is not really necessary for men to cook, but I am telling you, there are situations you find yourself that you have to cook. During childbearing, it was a very tough moment. When you are husband and wife, you during singlehood, you people get married, you've no children yet. But when children start to come, there is a double huge responsibility. This is where many people fed up. Some women got depressed. Some people are crying. Some people are really kind of even just die. They will just die because they cannot handle it at all. Baby blues, it causes depression, it causes anxiety, it causes, especially over here in Europe. In Europe, you don't have anybody. It is just you alone, because you don't expect your friends who is in school or who is at work to take holiday or to leave work because of you. Even though you want to leave in 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days. I remember all my 3 children, right from the day I come back from the hospital, I start to bathe them by myself. I start to care for them by myself. Till now, nobody waking up in the midnight with children and all this kind of stuff. So when you are going to start having children, there is going to be problem. So if you are a type of man, a type of person that you don't have any place you are good at all, there is nothing to talk to even say, okay, this is the area that you are good at. I'm telling you, forget about marriage. Forget about marriage. If you are the type that you don't have any place, this is place where you are good at, even when they can talk of you good, forget about marriage. Even some women are meant to cook, to take care of the home, but men are meant to provide the money. But these days, everything have turned upside down. That men can equally, women and men, both can work, both are providing for the family, because over here in Europe or over in whatever places, sometimes men cannot really meet up the responsibility only with their job, only with their work, no matter how it is. And many women are really ready to support in working, indulge in working. Sometimes some women even work more than some men, especially when you are the type of woman that you bring your husband over to Europe, or you bring your husband over to your place where you are. Maybe you move to UK before your husband join you. You will be the one to be taking the responsibility and everything before the man will not have something to do. Then if you are the type of it that you marry somebody who does not have any place is good at, you will live for work. It is the same how you leave the house. That is how you will eat and leave the plate there. You will eat and leave the plate there. That is the food that the person cook and put in the fridge. You cannot clean the house. You cannot do anything. By the time you start giving excuse, oh this, oh that. No, you must have a place where you are good at. Some people, they are good at cheating, good at lying. Some people, the very house, you are the one that brings the man, or you are the one that brings the woman. There is a problem here that some people went over to Africa or went over to another country to bring a wife to marry. At the end of the day, when the person came, they begin to mess things up for the person. They begin to mess things up for the person. Some they end up following another man. Some they end up following another woman. At the end of the day, things get rough. When the person was not able to divorce and be able to separate, he began to thank God Almighty that, oh Father, I thank you for saving me from this kind of hell. That is not good as a human being, because with that kind of a character, when you don't have a place where you are good at, and you are the type that is talking about marriage, you are not going to succeed. This is the reason why many marriage counseling, no matter the counseling, there are still problems. Why? You cannot afford the things that are made for two people, children, that family that are made for two people to run. It is only one person that is running it, and you now become a body. You now become a body. Somebody used to ask me sometimes, like, oh, where is your husband? Like, he will ask me, how is your children? Then by the time he finishes, you say, where is the other child? The other child, you say, you know, men, they are the other child that we had. That those are the things. Although in the normal sense, it is always like that. You need to take your husband as your own child. You need to pamper him. You need to do just like that. But if it is too much that you don't have any place where you are good at as a man at all, you become a body to the woman. If you are a woman that you don't have where you are good at, you become a body to the man, and he will be looking for a way to get rid of you. You are supposed to be working together, and at the end of the day, you are becoming a body. You are becoming a load, and he cannot go with you, carry you with the children, which is very bad. You must have a place where you are good at. Do what you know you are good at. There is somebody I live with. I'm a kind of person that I grew up in the midst of men. My brothers, they teach me how to cook. My brothers, they teach me how to cook. They can cook very well. They cook a goosey soup because they were bachelors for quite a long time. I do go to stay with them, so they really just know how to cook those, like, really good goosey, really good jollof rice. Really, that really so much know how to cook. That is not a problem for them. So when I live with one of my brother, like one guy like that, he know how to cook. Food is not his problem. He can cook, but he don't really so much good at cleaning the house, all those kind of a thing. Those are the things. Whatever you know how to do it, you have to do it with all your might, with all your heart. You are doing it for your own self. You are doing it for your own children. There are people, they are good at cheating. They are good at lying. When you are good at lying, when you are good at cheating, you cannot have a successful life, no matter how it is, no matter what prayer, deliverance, whatever thing you go through. There are things you got to realize. You have to do it by yourself, where there are things that God needs to do for you, that you need help for. Some people good at cheating, good at sleeping with other women. They don't good at even washing the buses. They're not even good at even cleaning their house. They're not even good at even nothing. Nothing. That is not going to work. No matter how you say it, it's not going to work. When you are not good at anything, some people, they're only good in bed. They are only good in bed. They can train themselves in bed. When you are a type of person that from morning to night, you don't do anything, you don't lift up anything, and the other person is working like a jacking. He will go out, he will come back, and at the end of the day, you in the night, you have trained yourself because you don't do anything. You just want to go there on bed to go and show your power. The other person cannot show his power because he's exhausted. He is exhausted. That's why you need to balance things. Okay, before marriage, these are the areas that I'm good at. These are the areas that I'm good at. Okay, these are the area. That's why it cannot complete, finish. Some people, they are good at cleaning, they are good at cooking, they are good at laundry. Why some? You have to be divided. You have to be divided. Everybody will know their task. Everybody will know that, okay, yeah, this is the area I'm good at. I'm not good in that place. Oh, honey, I'm not good in that place. I cannot be doing that. Then you know that, oh, my husband is not good in that area. My wife is not good in that area. That is not his feed. That is not her feed. You can be able to tell person, no, my wife, that is not her feed. My husband, that is not his feed. That is not what he's doing. My husband is not good at that. Why there are things that both people must be good at it. For example, look at the case of bed issue. The case of bed, two people are good in there. So the other places, if you don't know, the people that I don't like, I like everybody. I don't discriminate. The only problem I have with people who are not ready to learn. I accept you. I know that, okay, yes, you don't know these things. I'll give you a chance to learn. No problem. I'll give you a chance to learn, because me too, there are things that I don't know. There are things that I don't, maybe I know and I don't know how to do it. I have idea, but I don't know how to do it. But you give me a chance to learn. This is what is going on. Some people, they don't want to give a chance for the other person to learn. They cannot even teach the person. They just go out there and begin to talk and begin to talk, begin to lie against the other person and everything. No, we are adults. We are adults. Learning is the goal. Learning is the key. For example, see right now, I am natural. I'm living a natural life, which I don't know how to live before. Which I don't know how I don't even see my natural hair before. I don't even see my natural self, bleaching cream, weave-on cream, whatever things, all those kind of a thing. But now I have learned it for over 3 years. I am used to it. And even there, when I got married, when I start having children, there are things that I don't know, which I know that these things, I don't know them. Then before you knew it, I start to learn it. By learning it, then and if you are eager to learn, if you make up your mind and you are going to learn that thing so fast. That's why forcing people to do something, forcing people to go to church, forcing people to go and pray, forcing people, you can take a horse to the stream, you cannot force that horse to drink water. So I hate such people that you are the type that, okay, you don't go that distance, no problem, but you have to learn. Get ready to learn. You say no, you don't want to learn. No. Some people that will say no, over Africa, they don't have school, that we didn't go to school. When they come over abroad, there's opportunities of saying no, they cannot go to school anymore. You have to try. When you try and know that, okay, I cannot get it, then you will try another method. Try another thing. It is very simple as ABCD. This life is very simple when you understand it. Many people are shouting devil, many people are shouting this, many people are shouting that. Why giving rooms to the devil? It is you yourself. When God has given you power, when God has given you wisdom, many people, you don't have wisdom. How can you rule a home as a husband or as a man? You cannot. When children evolve, what kind of family do you want to raise? What kind of things do you want to do for the children? So this is the hard time. We have to behave matured. If you want to live a marital life, if you want to live a fulfilled marriage, don't see yourself as, hey, I am too high than the others. Some people, they learn it's only dressing. They are good at dressing. By the time you dress, you forget the things that you're supposed to do. At the end of the day, some men, they can come back home and begin to gist. If they want to tell a wife, he said, oh, how I met that man, that woman, he was telling me that, oh, you are beautiful, you are handsome. If you see that place, everybody was looking at me. You are just full of yourself. You are full of yourself, and at the end of the day, you don't have anything to offer. In marriage, you don't have anything to offer. Some women will be busy dressing, makeup, using the money that we're supposed to have to help our husband with. We use the money to buy makeup, to buy eyelashes, the things that they cannot even last anything. We are busy troubling ourselves. Because of that one, we have a maid. The thing that you're supposed to do, the maid is doing it for you as a servant. A maid is doing it for you. At the end of the day, some may take over the marriage, some may take over the home, some may take over the children, all those kind of stuff. Those kind of a thing. It's hard time you have to change your mindset. Begin to learn things that you can do, things that you cannot do. Okay, if you're two people are at home, these things I'm good at them, I'm not good at them. So if you are not good at anything at all, get ready to learn. Get ready to learn. A tailor does not, they are not born with tailoring. Tailors are not born. They should know how to, they learn it. Even some people who are plaiting hair, me, I don't know how to do all those things before, like plaiting hair, all those kind of stuff, because that wasn't my field at all. It was not my field. I'm not good at it at all. But now I can do my hair by myself. I can do hair for other people. Even the very first day I plait hair for somebody, they were like, we were in a situation that nobody to plait hair for women. They were like, okay. I said, I used to watch my sister plaiting hair. Let me try. Then when I tried, everybody was like, why are you pretending that you don't know how to do these things? I'm like, I have never done it before. This is just my first time. And the hair was very small. So giving room to learn, giving room to teach, giving room to listen. Some husbands that don't want to listen to their wife at all. If you don't want to listen to your wife, who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? And you want the home to be good. You want the home to be good. So women, they don't listen to husband at all. They want the home to be good. One thing that I want to let you know, no matter the lies, some people lie to parents, they lie to everybody that, oh, this, look at what she did, look at what she did not do. There was a time is going to tell. A time is going to tell, because you are going to marry another person, or many things are just going to be in time to come. We are going to know who is who. So there was a time that a couple, when they were having problem, they got separated. This man always like, this woman does not know how to clean. She don't do anything. And this woman was like, she's the one cleaning the house. She's the one doing everything, taking care of the children, cooking. There is always food and everything. This man does not do anything at all. He always go out, stay with friends, hang out with friends. He does not really, he come back home at will. He do whatever he wants. At the end of the day, you want to sleep with a woman, to just all those kind of a thing. You cannot afford to leave a woman for quite a whole day. No, you are just lying. Where are you? I am here. I am with my friends and everything. So when the time comes, go have sex with your friends. So the woman was like, okay. At the end of the day, she get fed up over everything, because it's like a body. She want to die. Some people, they have tried. They have tried their best. They just have to give up. That is just it, that they cannot kill themselves. It is not what killing each other for. You don't want to learn. You don't want to focus. You don't want to sit down. You don't want to hear. You just see the other person as a donkey. As a donkey. It's not going to work that way. Then before you knew it, our mother, many people in Africa, they face this kind of a thing that today they are having serious problem. Any man who carries the stress of a family, it's not really so much. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. People can do it. It's not healthy at all. It's not healthy. A woman give birth to 3 children, 10 children. At the end of the day, only her take care of the children. The man will not show any concern, and she will just grow old. All the bones. There was a time somebody was telling me that her mother, when she fall sick, she's falling sick all the time. They take her to X-ray. They saw that it is her waist. There is a hole in her waist. What happened? Because during the time of giving birth, she never have help. She go to the market. She trade during the pregnancy. She's in the market. After she trade, she come back home. And when she get put to bed, instantly she went back to the market. And you think that she think that she's strong, but in the old age, now she cannot stand. Some women, they cannot hold things. They are really in a very terrible situation right now, as a result of all those kind of stress they feel in their marriage. As those stress that they receive, giving birth, it take waste, your joint, your bones, everything will open, everything will crack. When the baby is coming out, everything will crack, everything, the waste will it will be so much, it's very painful. And that is not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, some 10 times. Where is the body? When they deserve to be taken care of, nobody to take care of them. They end up, during those children, they end up dumping the baby at home, going for business at the other. It is very bad. It is not good at all. It is not good at all. So many African women are really in so much suffering right now. They can do it, they climb it because the other person is not good at anything. Then they are dying. They are dying. They're in terrible rheumatism, terrible sickness because of the thing they went through childbearing or through the marriage and all those kind of things. It is not good at all. So it's hard time you have to sit down. I just came to ask you a question. If you're a couple or you are planning to get married or you have not get married, you are inside already, quarrel and everything, to do your best. Stop telling lies. Stop giving excuse for what is not happening. Are you the type that, okay, there was this story I was talking about, which I didn't finish, that when this couple, when they separate eventually, the man went to go and be telling people that, oh, this woman is dirty, this woman cannot do this, he cannot do that. I ask a question, why is the house dirty? When you are there, you said the woman is dirty. Are you too dirty? But the woman said that she's the one doing everything. She's the one doing everything. I said, if the woman is dirty, you can put her through. You can teach her. You can teach her how not to be dirty. And this woman said that she is the one doing everything. This man never does everything. And at the end of the day, time review it that this, when she was talking about this woman is dirty, especially during the pregnancy, during the pregnancy of the woman, during the pregnancy of this woman, the woman cannot help. She will be busy telling everybody that the woman is dirty, she's dirty. And a friend of this man came and started telling the wife that, hey, even this your wife that is saying that you are dirty, you are dirty. Now I go to his house. He cannot even take care of his own house. He cannot take care of his own house and he's shouting that you are dirty. What kind of life is that? It takes two to tango. It is not good to be shouting, this person is this, the other person is that. No. There is a time that you can take the full responsibility. That is what many people don't want to do. Even in Christianity, people don't want to bear each other burdens. There is a time that during pregnancy, that was when many men don't understand it at all. They don't understand it. They just think that, okay, it is as it is before, when we were young or when we were a couple, when we were don't have children. You have to understand that when children start to come into marriage, it's a different thing. Everything changed. Sometimes there are things that people don't not really so much realize, especially in Africa. They believe in money, money, money. When you have started to have children, especially when you start to have a male, if your first child is a male, it really it turns families around. When children started coming to the family, sometimes things will just get rough. Things will get rough that to the point that it is still when that child is born that things will start to be okay. And I am telling you, this is experience which I had, and I have used it to many people that when they are pregnant, when they are started having children, when things start to rough, I let them know that, hey, this is how it is. You have to just manage it. Sometimes some people cannot pay rent. Sometimes they will just drive them from work. You just lose your job. The same day, the same period your wife is pregnant, you just lose your job. Things you just started messing around. That is how it is. It takes only prayer, only grace of God, deliverance, and everything to make things okay. Sometimes it is natural, sometimes it is just how it's going to be, because changes are really coming. That's why people, if you don't prepare, it is very good to prepare when you want to start having children. It is very good to prepare when you want to start having children. Many people can hear me witness what I'm talking about. If you really want to say the truth, it is very good to prepare before you start to have children. It is very good for a man and a woman to live their single whole life. When you get married, don't start giving birth immediately. Because when you start giving birth immediately, you don't enjoy your wife don't enjoy you. It is going to cause a disaster when you just started having children, because you don't know. You think that, oh, having children is easy. Having children is not easy at all if you don't prepare for it. If you don't prepare for it, some women, when they are pregnant, they cannot come close to man at all. Why some men at that first stage, they don't like the thing to be rotating. My dear, it is very good. My advice that I will give to young couples, to people who are ready to get married: when you get married, don't rush into anything. Don't rush into having babies, into making babies. When you rush into it, you are going to regret it. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Nobody is a millionaire. No matter how you see it, if you don't prepare, things will just get rough when you just start having children. Enjoy yourself. Take your wife to wherever you people want to go. When you got married, give yourself 1 year, 2 years, just enjoy your own self. Then when children start to come, give chance to the children. Give chance to the children. Give time to the children. During pregnancy, things will get rough. After the baby have come, that one is another thing. The baby will be crying when things will not be as it is before. Things have changed. First baby, second baby, the house have changed. This is where some strange women used to catch some men. When children are not started coming home, some women that they don't have any experience, they just start to give birth to the baby just arrive overnight. They will not sleep. They will breastfeed the baby. In the morning they are tired. You need to wash out the baby clothes. Like my children, they vomit a lot. My children, they vomit like kind of. I used to like, if maybe at a time I will be wearing them like chewy cloth. By the time I just put it on the neck, you vomit. Like, you give them milk, they will vomit half of it. To the point that I was worried, like, what is going on? Because they were growing really fast, developing a lot. So if I were not like kind of somebody who is neat, I wouldn't have been able to even take care of things. I have to wash every day. Like, wear a tight 30 clothes, a baby 30 clothes. When I count it, 30 clothes. Even this white linen which I use, they will just, if you hold it, you look like they pour water on it. They pour water on it. So if somebody come into such a kind of a situation, I used to listen to young mothers that would say, I almost got depressed, or I almost depressed, and all those kind of a thing. That's where husband, that's where the wife, whatever situation, sometimes it is not easy. That's why it takes two to tango the other person. You need to help the person up. Help. Some people over here, when their wife got pregnant, they don't take holiday. You are entitled to take holiday when your wife given birth. Take your maternity leave and take care of your wife. Some people love money so much, they don't want at all. They don't want it. They don't take holiday. They don't take maternity leave for their children, for your own child, for you to take care of the child. Where are you taking the money to? No, not at all. So at the end of the day, they are not able to put things together the way it is before. Then when the man reaches one kind of strange woman house, you see that everything is neat. Oh, you will say, oh, my wife is dirty, my wife is that. Before you left home, your wife is dirty, you are not able to help her. But you went to a place where that is good. That is not nice. That is not nice at all. You need to learn as a man, as a woman, know the area where you are good at. And if you are not good at anything, study, learn it. Some women can go to another woman to learn how to cook, some favorite food, because sometimes you marry other tribe. You are not, it is two individuals that came together to come and make a life together. So there are some soup that the woman like, there are some things the man like. Then before you need it, you can be able to, you can learn it. You go and learn it. You can call somebody, teach me how to cook this, teach me how to cook that. My husband like it. So if your wife is doing all that for you, you too, you have to also learn how to do things that you know that you don't know how to do. You don't know how to do. I watched a video when the woman, because she has given the stretch mark and everything, there are some men that want the woman to remain the same way that it remained. No. When the woman started giving birth, everything has changed. So it takes time for you to come to your normal self. Sometimes it's some men that don't just want this at all. Sometimes when you are giving birth, you look like, oh, I'm just giving you some things that sometimes because of this, you sleepless night, some baby will be crying overnight. You cannot do anything, frustration because you don't get enough sleep. Some people, when they don't get enough sleep, they are nervous. Some people, they cannot, like somebody was telling me that time I gave birth. I will not sleep overnight. In the morning, I can still able to continue my duties. But she was telling me that if she cannot sleep, she will be so nervous. She will be so nervous that things will not be so good. Some people are like that. Some people, because they don't sleep overnight, some women, they will get depressed during the day. They can be shouting, they can be yelling, they can be screaming, any little things. They can just be frustrating. And you have to understand that. You have to understand. The other couple, you have to understand what is really happening, what is really going on. That's why you are there. You are there in the time of at a time to help, especially during making babies, during making children. She suffered for 9 months. She put the baby down there. She's having, even during pregnancy, she cannot sleep in her best position. She will be nausea. She will be vomiting. Me, at my third pregnancy, when you see me, people who don't know me before, they thought that I am old woman. They thought that if you see me, I'm driving myself. I am like, I did drive myself like car. I did drive myself like car because the baby was just down. Right from 3 months, it was down. It was down. You know, I have 2 experienced boys and girls. They are different. Girls are very lazy. Sometimes they just stay there. They're just pressing you down. While during boys' pregnancy, I was like, oh, I can climb 3rd floor. 3rd floor. There was no lift in that house. So you have to know when situations change. You have to know when things change. So that when we don't allow anybody to leave you, and the person will go and be singing a song of victory. Thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord, for saving me. That no matter what anybody, she preferred to be laughed. She preferred to be laughed than to be cried on. You have to know there are things that we need to know for marriage to be work. Get ready when you want to get married. Get ready to enjoy yourself, enjoy your own wife, enjoy your husband. So that when you start to have children, you can be able to know that, yes, this is the time for the children. This is the time for babies. Sometimes you cannot do anything. You cannot have your way. The baby, they will be crying, one. They will not let you do whatever you want to do. So don't be rushing over anything. And you have to know what you really want in life. What you want in life. How many children do you want? What do you want? How do you want your life to be? Discuss it with the person before you people enter into marriage. Some people, it is their family that is still ruling their marriage. It is their family. They don't spend money on their wife. They spend more. They prefer to spend money on their family. They prefer. They don't want the woman to talk. At the end of the day, you are saying that she look like old woman. She look like old woman. What have you doing? How can you name one deodorant that this is what my wife like? Can you name one deodorant to say, this is the deodorant that my wife is using? Can you name one perfume? You say, this is the perfume that my wife is using. I bought it for her one time, or she's giving it to herself. All you just need to do, you just open mouth and begin to say something. She's smelling, she's that, she's not did that. Or the man, you open mouth and begin to say things. You can put somebody, teach man how to write. There are people that don't went to school. I know a man who does not know how to go to school, who does not go to school. But I was wondering, she was now improving in writing and everything. I was asking, what's going on? Then later that it is the wife that was teaching him, that was putting him through, and him too, he was ready to learn. So what are we talking about? It's that time we need to mature. Many people will just mature in our body, we don't mature in our brain, and we want this to work. You cannot go into marriage, a lifetime things with baby brain. Or when you don't have anything that you are good at, or when you don't have, you don't have any feed, you don't have anything at all. Some people don't even want to work. Some people don't even want to work. They do fine boy, they go. You see that they wear hairband, Calvin Klein, designers. They don't even want to work. All what they're just after is about all those women that is giving them touching their BS. Your wife does not see this thing. Oh, you are so nice, you are so good. When you got home, you started shouting, hey, I'm not a woman. Hey, look at that woman. He's telling me this, is telling me that. If they are telling, if your wife come to home and begin to tell you that that man is telling me this, is telling me that, you are going to catch fire like a fuel. But no, so women also did that. You enjoy the compliment of other people, of other men. It's not supposed to be so. I know most women, they can easily tell a man that, hey, I am married. But most men cannot tell a woman that I am married. You cannot tell that strange woman that you are married. You will allow her to be talking to you, enjoy the company. No, they are coming like a snake. They want to destroy you. They want to destroy your home. So if you don't like any woman, don't marry her. If you don't like any man, don't marry her. And if you know that, okay, I like this person, make an agreement, search the place. These are what I like, these are what I don't like. This is where I am good at, this is where I'm not good at. If it is the area that, okay, it is your field as a man, you need to learn. You need to learn. Don't hide yourself. Some people hide themselves in their marriage. They don't bring the character. At the end of the day, people started, when things started happening in marriages, you see people started talking. You won't even know anything. But a time is coming that you will know who is who. You will know who is who. So you have to learn all these things. You have to know. When children start to come, things change. Some women, their body, they get developed, their body, they are very fat. Like, it is different thing having male children and female children. Some people is the same. Like me, when I was having my children, when I have my first son, some people, when people describe me like kind of, oh, that girl that when she gave birth, her stomach go inside so fast. When you see me, nobody will even think that I have given birth or I was even ever pregnant. To the point that people were tapping into the anointing. Even in my third child, the same thing. But in my third child, I add weight because she said, yeah, they are different. You fat, especially when you are breastfeeding, you eat. You have to eat. Those eating uncontrollably because you want the child to feed very well. Some people, because that's why you see some celebrity that don't want to have children. Some celebrity, I like them for their decision. It is not a bad thing. If you know that you cannot do this, you cannot take care of children. I was asking one girl, I was just listening to that conversation. She said, no, I will not have a child. I said, why? I was just trying to oh, you will feel the joy of a mother. Do you know the joy of a mother? Oh, this. I said, no, I know myself. I cannot take care of a child. I cannot handle a child. That is for her. You cannot bring a child to the world. Some women will leave their children to be crying, even though no matter how the child is very harsh, you abandon the child on one side to be crying. To be crying, no. So, if you don't marry somebody who can play or joke, I am a very I play sometimes. The reason why sometimes I'm very serious because I can play and forget myself. I can play and forget my own self. Like I can just play and forget myself. I can joke. It's like it's too much. So sometimes I just have to be serious, especially when I want to do things. Sometimes God draw friends away from me because when I'm in the midst of friends, I always want to make them happy. I always want to make them like all this kind of a thing. But now I'm just trying to be serious because when I'm not serious, I will just play here and forget myself. So just forget myself. Those are days that you need to know when changes is happening in the family. Know when things are not right. Know when things are not going on. Some people that cannot talk, even when you ask them what is going on, they will say nothing. Nothing. They don't want to say anything. Learn to speak out. Call your couple. Call the other person. Rub mind together. So if you are the type of person that you are making life difficult for the other person, you get to the point where she can handle it ritual. Because you didn't bond both of you together. You people come together to make life together, to make children, to make things. Then why is it the life? Why are you making life so tangled? Some people that keep malice for many days, for many weeks. Why keeping malice? Keeping malice. I thank God for my mother. He didn't teach me how to keep malice. He didn't teach us how to keep malice. He didn't teach us how to keep malice. No matter what, talk things out, talk things over. So give time for people for change to happen. When you are giving birth, when you start to get fat and everything, you get to the point that after you give birth, sometimes when you stop breastfeeding, before your body starts to change back. When you stop breastfeeding, especially some mother who do this baby friendly or this kind of this thing for 6 months, just only breastfeeding the baby, or 3 months and all those stuff. Yeah, at the end of it, you are going to be fat, you are going to be out of shape, you are not going to be the same person you are before. But when you stop breastfeeding, then after a while, your body will not come back. Your body will come back to its normal senses. Like me, I thank God for the body He has given me. I love to do gymnastics, to exercise. Even before I was born again, I used to go to gym. I used to run. I used to ride bicycle. Because I'm like athletic right from the time I drive bicycle. I play football. A lot. Even we were having match. I was used to play match in Catholic church before. So it was when I get born again that I was now like kind of fasting most time. So Mountain of Fire, they fast 70 days, sometimes 3 days deliverance and all those stuff. Then I just have to like kind of what is going on? Why should I be wasting my time to be going to gym or to be doing all that? Why I should not that I'm going to gym to go and get fitted or to go and get slim. go, I'm just going there. I just want to hijack. I just want to hijack. I don't want to be lazy. When I go to gym, when I just stretch my bone and everything, I'm not really just so much going there to go and be raising. I love to dance those Zumba, those kind of like those. I used to like kind of play hot music and just do those Zumba and all those stuff. But when I get born again, sometimes when I'm fasting, I cannot really have the strength. Even at that very early stage, when you are fasting, you just look like somebody that you just want to die and all those kind of stuff. Gradual process. Then I was not really into all that. So, but sometimes I just do little bit of home exercise. Sometimes I go to gym just to do some little things, not so much, especially when I end some fastings. I got weak, my bones and everything, especially over here. There is no too much sun. It's always cold, and this cold, it make your bone to be like weak all the time, and you cannot sleep when you are not sweating that really much or those kind of stuff. So it takes much time. You need to get this understanding. People are like kind of all the time, are you married? I am no, what happened? There is problem, there is that. No. When the person leaves you, you now begin to sing, oh, thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord. Why? We are adults. Sometimes you need to sit down and talk things out. What is going on? That is where I have problem when things are not good. I like to call somebody out and sitting down like these are things that are not good. I don't like it. Can you please change? If you say no, you don't want to change, no problem. You don't know anything, no problem. But you have to learn. I can teach you. If I cannot teach you, you can learn from friends, from people. The story I wanted to say before, if concerning a man who, because the wife has given birth, is out of shape. She's the only one taking care of things at home, laundry, washing. As I said earlier, that if you leave a woman to be doing everything, you leave your husband to be doing everything, he's not going to be looking attractive to you. He's not going to be look good to you. But when you both are doing it together, because you look fresh, he look nasty, he look rough, she look rough because she's stressed up. All throughout the before the child start to grow, she's the only person that will suffer all through the night. She don't sleep. How can she look good in the morning? How can she look good? Sometimes you have to stay awake too. Sometimes you have to stay awake too. Sometimes you switch. If only one person is doing it, it's going to get wacko. It's going to old. How can he be able to do it? You see some couple, you see some marriages, when you are in need to become like old person because you are not happy. You don't sleep. You don't eat well. Nobody even care about you. But by the time you are out, because you want to die, the other person does not care. Then you start to look refreshed. Started singing hallelujah, praise the Lord. That is not good. This man will not do anything. The clothes does not fit anymore. And you are the type that you like slim woman. You don't invest on slim woman. Everything is not about money. Your own hands, your own mouth, your own nose, your own eyes. It's not about money. To make life okay, it's not about money at all. Even though money involved, but you can use your own mouth, you can use your own hand, make things together, do things together. You started seeing her as a very old woman. You started seeing her, you realize that you are the one that make her old. You realize that you are the one that make him old. Before you knew it, you see some women outside. They look like, oh, she have not had any child. You cannot maintain the one that you have. You see another man outside. You went ahead. That video was, it makes sense a lot. How at the end of the day, the man, he leave, he pack and leave. He said, no, he follow a strange woman. Even he's the one that leave. At the end of the day, the woman was like, okay, this is hard time for me to take care of myself, because they will spend time cooking for you. You will spend time washing your laundry. You will such men that cannot even clean their pants, such men that cannot even clean their shoe, such people, the nasty people on earth, they are the ones that they cannot even take care of themselves. They complain a lot. They are the ones that they cannot even cook for themselves. They cannot even do things for themselves. They are the ones complaining a lot. They are the one complaining a lot. They're never satisfied, and they are the one that they cannot even do for themselves. By the time she's gone, by the time he was gone, the woman was able to take care of her own self because he was a body. But when he saw, when the other person, that's what I used to tell people, don't be wrong too much to say, hey, I want to change. Hey, see this person, you don't want to give time. You don't want to give time, room for changes. You are running. Oh no, I want to do this. I want to make my decision and everything. That place that you are going, you will meet the same problem there if you don't fix the one that you have. If you don't fix yourself, if you don't get ready to learn, nobody's going to accept you. Nobody. This life is all about learning. I said it earlier when I was growing up, I don't know much, especially during those times that my head was not at home. That I don't even want to have a child. I don't even want to have anything to do. I'm just like, my eyes was just up. But I just thank God Almighty. When I start to have children, I know that yes, this is my responsibility. Nobody forced me to have children. I didn't just get pregnant anyhow or whatever. It is my responsibility to take care of my children. So I'm not doing that because I want to use them for investment or whatever. No, I choose to have them, and I thank God for them, and I'm going to live for them. That's why sometimes when I was some time ago, I was just like fixing my eyes on the children alone, because giving back to children, I have 6 years, 4 years, and 2 years. Just like in each over 5 years, I have 3 children within the 5 years. It was really like it was stressful, but I thank God that I'm equal to the task because I already have experience. God was with me. God was with me. You know, sometimes there are some situations that when you are busy trying to fix yourself, try to fix this one, at the end of the day, you will pass out. Sometimes I just have to leave the things, just do the one that I can do. I will just leave the rest. But when the time comes, I was even like at that time, I was like, okay, but within 5 years, I can take care of myself at that time. At this time, let me just do for the children. But it is not even up to 5 years. When I begin to take care of myself back again, because the children, they're able to do some things. There are some points that they cannot wear clothes. They cannot do this. You have to cook for them. You have to do this for them. So there are some situations you find yourself that you don't have any help. You just have to do the one that you have to do and leave the rest for God. So if the other person is supposed to help you is not the one talking, only talking, any little mistake, insult, any little mistake, insult. Some men know how to insult women. Why some women too know how to insult? Why insult? Two adults insulting, behaving like animal, behaving like a goat, fighting. Why? Some men are good at beating. Some women are good at insulting. Some men are good at cheating, sleeping around. You are sleeping around. If the other person sleep around, are you going to like it? The Bible says, do to other person what you want them to do to you, how you want them to treat you. And men, let me tell you something. If you are the type that you sleep around, you better stop it, because if your wife changes sleep around, the day your wife sleep around, that is the end of your life. That is the end of your life. It brings man down. It brings man down. If you have a woman who is sleeping around, you might sleep around, the woman is still okay. If you provoke your woman to sleep around, that woman, your life is going to come upside down. That's why the Bible said that fornication, because you know with the repercussion of fornication, when a woman who has left for another man in adultery, when you go and commit adultery, for men, you might not know that, okay, that is what is happening in the marriage and everything. Sometimes when you come home, the spirit is everywhere. The woman is not happy, even though he does not know when you went there to go and do outside, but something is telling her, the spirit is telling her that this is what is going on. But if she eventually sleep with one man at all, your life from level 100 down to 0, be careful. Be very careful. Treat each other with respect. Treat each other with respect. What you know how to do best, do it. Do what you know how to do best. Love your wife, love your husband. They are the best. That is how you people need to make your life, make your children. Your children will grow up and see that, yes, you people are living a good life. My 4-year-old boy will wake up, will just tell me, Mommy, you are a good woman. You are a good woman. You are a good woman. Why is he saying like that? Because I am caring for him. I'm doing everything that I know how to do best. They see everything. Children, they see everything. Many of us will grow up with anger based on what was happening in our home. Why? The reason why I was so stubborn, that I don't listen to my family, I don't listen to my mother, I don't listen to my people. Why? I have a reason for it, because I grew up with anger. I grew up with anger because I don't like the situation that was going on. Many people grow up with anger. That's why many people are also missing it. Because I grew up with anger and I don't want my children to experience those things, then when I started giving back to children, I just mellowed down, because I used to get that anger. I was very aggressive at my parents because of the way things are, because of the way they do. And my father will be pursuing my mother. My mother will fall down. My father will say, now goat, you go pay goat. If you don't pay goat, you don't go eat food. I say, if any man try this to me, you don't go eat, you go die hungry. You go die hungry. All those kind of wicked life, all those kind of a thing, it doesn't worth it at all. So love your wife. When you love your wife, you love your children. When you love your husband, you love your children. If you don't love your wife, there's no way you're going to love your children. That's another thing. If you don't love your husband, there's no way you're going to love your children. That is the plain truth. Some men that leave their wife, at the end of the day, they end up abandoning the children because they don't love the wife. There's no way you can love the children. You cannot love her, you don't love her seed. You don't love her seed. You don't love him, there's no way you are going to love the children. So the children, they did not force you to bring them out. You are the one that bring them up, and you are going to bring them out, and you are going to take their responsibility. If you don't take the responsibility, God is going to judge you. Another thing concerning marriage, and let me tell you something. Anybody that fails marriage, it is God that institutes marriage. God institutes marriage by himself. He said he made them male and female. Some women have the mentality of marrying 2 wives, marrying 3 wives. This is what my father did. This is how my father lived it. What become of your father? What become of your father? You still want to live the life that your mistake when your father made. Some people, they are claiming politicians. Because of politicians, they're using it to sleep with all the women. Some men, when they count the children that even have, you cannot even count them. You cannot count the children when some men have. Those men, politicians, those that call themselves this thing, marry everywhere, visiting widows everywhere. And some men still want to continue living like that. My father, 2 wives. My father married 3 wives. What become of your father? Some people, and they didn't train you. We didn't go to school as a result of polygamous home, and you still want to polygamy. Sometimes deliverance comes through knowledge. The Bible says, through knowledge shall the just be delivered. You don't have knowledge. You still want to follow the ways of your father. The work before your father will before you. That's why he says, man, you need to, if you are the type that you are here, you have those mentality of a polygamy, you have those mentality of living the fatherly life your father lived. You need to go for deliverance. You need to start to get the knowledge. Like, I don't want to live the life my father lived. I don't live the life my mother lived. I want to live the life that I want to live on my own. This is how I want my life. This is how I want my life. You begin to pray it. You begin to tell to the other partner. You don't, some people, you don't force anybody. Hey, this is what I want. Sit down there. Do this one there. Nobody is slave. No. Marriage are meant to be enjoyed, not to endure, not to suffer, not to be like, hey, don't allow anybody, any woman to leave you. At the end of the day, she will be shouting, thank you for saving me, thank you, my Lord. No, you have to make sure that you don't put yourself on the high horse. So men are so proud for their wife. Why are you proud for your wife? Why are you proud for your husband? Saying who you are not. No, put yourself down, put yourself together, respect everybody, do whatever you know you can do best. Don't go and kill yourself because of anybody. When you kill yourself because of anybody, the other person will move on with his own life. God is going to punish anybody who has made what he has joined together. Let no man put asunder. Whether you are Christian, whether you are not Christian, it is God that ordained marriage. Many things that is going here on earth, it is God that institutes all of them. Asylum, many things, refugee, all of it. It is God. Widow, how we live our life. It is God that institutes all of them. God is the master planner of it all. And if you are the type that you fail, you want to treat other person, God is going to judge you for it. God is going to hold you responsible for whatever decision that you are taking. So, in order for you to avoid, if you have a first broken marriage, and you are still in dodgy, you don't want to set your character, you are putting the blame on another person. Don't put blame on anybody. Put the blame on yourself. That is where God that is what God likes. Put blame on yourself. Don't put your blame on another person. That's why many people will never get deliverance, because they are putting their blame on another person. That is what happened in the Garden of Eden. Not the sin that they commit, but it is the acceptance. Adam refused to accept. They begin to say, now if this is what is happening today, you say now the man, you say now the woman. That's why I used to tell some women, oh, if you have children already with a man who does not want to pull his head down, and you are following that man, at the end of the day, when you are following that man, he does not want to pull his head down, the children's life are miserable. Let me tell you something that you don't know. I used to hear that they said they collect people's children. Social collect people's children and everything. I begin to wonder how. I have had visitation with socials and all those kind of a thing. When they come to my house and they see my children, they're like, kind of, your children, even with all friends, white friends and everything, they told me, your children are very happy. It means that things are very okay with you. This is not one time, this is not two times, this is not three times, this is not many times. I began to reason, okay, it got to the point that when the Holy Spirit began to tell me, yes, this is what happened to so many women that collected their white people step into your house, they know that the children are very sad. What is going on around your home, it affects the children, whether you like it or not. You are the type that shout at your wife. The children, they are very shaving, they cannot move, they affect them, they cannot laugh, they cannot be happy. When they see people, the whole thing comes onto them. That's how they know that these children are suffering. That's how they begin to investigate. When they see that your children are not happy, when they see that your children are not good, if you are a type of a man that you marry a bad woman and your children evolve, save the life of those children before you lose them. Save the life of your children before you lose your children, because God is going to hold you responsible. Save the life of those children before you can be able to know, because sometimes Satan wants to attack the life of those children to make their life miserable, to make their life wayward. He will attack the husband, he will attack the wife, and at the end of the day, by the time you are fighting your husband, fighting your wife, then the children now they will be left out. They will lack love, they will lack nourishment, they will malnourish, they will lack nourishment, they will lack love, they will lack everything. At the end of the day, they will be the things we started, they will start misbehaving. They will grow up and they will be collected from many parents. From any parent. You have to make sure that if you have decided to bring your children to the world, take care of your children. Let the world know that, yes, these are your children, that you are capable. Do what you know how to do best. Don't be waiting for anybody. You are a man. Do what you need to do best. It doesn't matter. You taking up the trash, it is your home. You sweeping the house, it is your home. You making the bed, it is your bed. You do whatever you need to do, it is your own bed. The reason why some men are not really like so much, they are really like kind of don't care. How can you do? Because the house, you are not the one that built it. You don't have a house. You don't have assets. You don't have any property. Because if you have a property, you wouldn't want your property to be destroyed. You will. That's why you see it is very good for a man. Not this marriage that they're talking about right now. Marriage is not really marriage as God designed it. It's not really marriage. Also, get a partner, even though you don't have a house. Buy furniture, do things. Then you bring the woman come. Then these are the things the woman need to come and do. These are the things you people need to sit down. These are the area we are with. This is the area I'm good. This is the area I'm not good. That's why I'm good in this area. That's why you need to look for somebody who can help you in the area that you are not good at. You learn from there. If you don't know how to cook, stand at the back of your wife when you are not busy. Watch. Sometimes you give a try. Give a try to the cook and see what it will bring. Gradually. Do it together. Wash it together. So make and put it like, okay, it is every week, or I will give you 1 day to rest at night. No, you don't put any calendar. Anywhere. Do in the kitchen, in the bathroom, anywhere, whatever places it happen. When love evolves, you don't need to be giving calendar. You don't need to be saying, this is how, those men in Africa, they will say, this woman, you will come to my bed tonight. This other one, you will come to my place tonight. They are sharing it and all those kind of stuff. No, when there is love, you don't need to share it. Even during worship place, in the bathroom, whatever, any place, you are free to do whatever. The Bible says you own yourself. You own yourself anytime, anyhow. When you are putting it, okay, every I'll give you 1 week to rest, or 1 day to rest. The rest days, it belongs to me and everything. The other person is not involved. You are the only one that involve yourself in that. It's just there for you. So it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be vice versa. So just rule the world, rule your word. Let the children grow up that you are having children. Those who their own did not work, live your life. Train your children, being there for them. Another thing, be careful who you carry your children to go and marry. Be careful who you go and marry after the breakup, so that you not go and end up into ditch, into more problem, into more serious. That is all I have to say. For those who are just coming, just try and rewatch it. It's a question to husband and wife. What are you good at? If you are the type that you are good at evil, you are good at lying, you are good at cheating, change your ways. Change your ways. If you are the type that you are good at not spending money on your wife, change your ways. At least compliment, do something, say something. So that even though there are times that there are people that when they separate, they will, because of when you sit down, you make analysis, you say, oh, this place, I miss this person, this place, I miss this person in that area. It is the area that you are good at. That is where the person will miss you. And he can be able to talk about reconciliation. He can be able to talk about coming together. When there is no place that you are good at, if they talk about you, hey, no, I don't want. You just stay alone till you die. No, that is not good. That is not good at all. When you enter into marriage, know the responsibility, know marriage, know everything, know what it takes. I am giving you some tips, which I'm going to be, maybe in the later in the future, I'm going to give you deep things that you can hold on to. So that is it for now. The video is also 1 hour, so just rewatch it and ask yourself, what am I good at? If you are good at evil things, if you are good at cheating, ask yourself, if they cheat on me, am I going to like it? If you are good at lying, when they lie to you, are you going to like it? If you are good at cooking, it is very good. If you are good at cleaning, it is very good. So the area that you know that, okay, this is where I'm not good at, try and learn. The only person that, anybody who does not want to learn, you can't be my friend. You don't know anything, no problem. You are alone, nothing, no problem. The person is crazy, no problem. Let's cure the madness. Let's make everything right. But if you say no, that's why I have problem. No problem. I stay on your own, because you cannot use your own to disturb my own. Problem in the marriage. Let's see for counseling. You say no. There is problem everywhere. Let's see for advice. You say no. You don't want to learn. You don't want to. You know that your problem. So I don't know. So I cannot continue like that. Because you cannot deliver somebody who is not ready to be delivered. That's why I see many pastors, they are indulging, many people are failing. They say, why is it not happening? Everything. No, you cannot. Somebody who have not said, who is not ready to confess Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, you cannot deliver that person. You cannot force him to confess Jesus Christ. It is only those who accept to confess Jesus Christ, who are ready to leave bondage, that you can say, okay, I stand the gap for you, I help you. So Christianity is what many people have misused. They are doing go every day. No. Jesus cannot be mocked. God cannot be mocked. It is only those who realize that, yes, I need deliverance. These are what is going on. These I need deliverance for. These are what is going on. I tell somebody of recent, have you ever sit down and think, what are the things you do good? What are the things you do right? Yes. At the end of the day, it is a lie. So this life, it is very small. You just have to live it and be happy. It's not a life of crying. You got married, at the end of the day, you have never shed tears before. I used to tell somebody that a girl who the parents have not beat before, by the time you now enter marriage, you enter your hand, now boy, beating. So wedding. I said that kind of thing. It's not good now. It's not good. Men, don't do that. Who are women? Even women, I know say we have mouth. That was before. But now, my God has purged my mouth. We have mouth. Then you have a hand. If they use mouth on you, it did not kill you. But when you use your hand, I see a man that killed his husband, that killed his wife, 2 beating. Many men, they have killed their wife, and the children, they were very small. So what happened one day, the woman just went to the backyard to go and ease herself. The man just come home and saw that the baby is crying. For him to carry the baby, he was like, where is this woman? Where is this foolish woman? Where is this nonsense woman? You let the baby cry. We just went to her, and then he saw that the woman is just want to ease herself. He just take all this joko, this kind of a little stew that they used to sit down and hit it on the woman's head there. Then from there, the woman fall down and just die. Especially when the woman just nearly give birth, and the blood have not settled. The blood have not settled. Anything happens. Sometimes when I nearly give birth, when I touch my hair like this, and it's pressing. It's pressing. It's soft. Anything is finished. So be very careful. Love your wife. Love everybody. Let your family know that this is my wife. Let everybody know that this is my wife. Some people that you cannot fight for your wife. You cannot protect your wife. You leave your wife or your family member to be insulting, to be doing anyhow. I love some kind of part of Nigeria, the Yorubas. The Yorubas, when you get married, even though you are 16 years old, you get married to 40 years old, it is the same respect that the family member are giving to that man. That is the same respect that they are going to give the wife of the man, because they see them as one. It is only some parts in those states or some places, like kind of when you come, you will not become they will take you like you will not become a slave of everybody. The husband will even be the one to tell you to be even pushing you out. The woman will not be the one to even make you to become a slave of everybody and everything. No, there is a way you live. There is a way you do things. Why? If case anything misunderstanding and something, somebody will still remember you. Where you are good at, be good at it. If you are not good at anything, go and learn. Sit down, calm yourself down. Don't be busy dressing, packing all the clothes in your body because you want to do sagging and all those kind. At the end of the day, you end up forgetting yourself. So God bless you all. That is all I have. Just try and watch the video. God bless you all. And I wish me again and again and again and again and again. God bless you all. There is one friend who is always disturbing. Where are you? You're always disturbing. Don't worry. I will talk to you. I will talk to you some other time. We cannot play, cannot joke. So it is very good for husband and wife to joke. Or if people should joke, some men are very serious, like Capone. Joke, so women are very serious. Joke and joke and joke and joke. Crack a joke, do whatever you want. Go to park, do some things. Go on. That was when it is time. Oh, there are time for everything. So there are time for everything. Figure out your time. Enjoy. God bless you all. Okay, I am all weather. Sometimes I give talk, sometimes I preach the gospel, sometimes I give a message, sometimes I question, sometimes I give some tips about myself all together. So I wanted to give a tip today of winter, how I deal with winter. Although I post some stuff about how I deal with winter, some people are asking questions because I live in one of the most coldest country in the world. I live in Finland, close to Russia. So the snow is like so I posted some pictures how I deal with colds. I'm going to come to give a tip to some of my beautiful sisters who want to live a godly life, who want to live for God, because why this life that we are living, holiness, it is not our making, it is the making of God, it is the will of God. We cannot just do anything by our own self. It is God that is making us into his army. It is God that is beautifying us. It is God that is helping us. So there are people who God is speaking to out there, and because the reason why I'm coming out, I know that when you don't do if God is talking to you and you don't do it, you will be frustrated. It frustrates you a lot until you get what he's telling you. There are people like that God really wants you to change. He don't really want you. There are some ways that there are levels he wants you to be, and if you are not getting it and you are not listening to him, or you don't even know how to go about it, he frustrates you. You become miserable. Sometimes some Christians are miserable. They don't even know why. They think that maybe it is witchcraft or whatever. No, it is because you are not getting what God is telling you. And as long as you are not getting it, that's as long as you are going to be miserable. That's why it is very good to obey the voice of the Holy Spirit. It is very good to obey the voice of God. Some people, they can ignore the voice of the Holy Spirit, they go free with it. While some people, you cannot go free with it, you will be miserable. So you will go land up in a very big problem. In a very big problem that he just wants you to look up to him, just want you to look up to him, because it is you that he wants to use, it is you that he wants to use. I see there are many Jonah out there. There are many people out there, like frustration, miserable. What is happening? I am a Christian, but the reason why you are not listening to the voice of God, that's why you are miserable. Sometimes when you disobey the Holy Spirit, you're miserable. That is just it. So I will come and tell you how I have been marching down the cold, how I face the cold. So I give God all the glory. That should be next week, because I'm going to be having a guest. I'm supposed to do it today. So when I called the guest and he said that you can't make it, then at the end of the day, I just decided to say this, to do this. Then by next week, we are going to be with guests together there to talk about the code for those who are living in the all over the world, so that you can be able to know how to face the situation. It is very simple and it is very nice, and you will used to it and you will love it. You know, we are not born into holiness like the Muslim. They are born right from day one. They start to train themselves into all those covering and everything. Even in the hot weather in Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria, the sun is really like kind of very, very, very hot. So they are able to cover up themselves. So while we that live over here, the cold is really much, and we are not born. To me, I just started 3 years ago to start living a holy life and all those kind of a thing according to the plan of God for my life, and it has really been. I've used to it, and decide to beat it in my 120 years if Jesus Christ not come. So that is it. Okay, shalom.